Hey everybody, I'm Eric Dorsch for WSAV's digital team. Today on Savannah Sips, we decided to come check out a restaurant where you can have a little bite to eat before you have your drinks. This is Rhett. We want to talk about Rhett, obviously, but before that, get to know you a little bit. I asked this question last time, and it sounds a little blunt and forced, but it's a curious question for the trades we choose. Why food? What was it about food that you knew you wanted to be a part of?
Why food? You know, growing up, food was such a very important thing for me growing up. I come from the family where, you know, you talk about what you're having for breakfast, you know, the day before at dinner. You talk about what you're having for lunch that morning at breakfast. So, and it was just such an important role in all of the holidays that we celebrated. And I just, you know, it was just such a natural thing for me to just gravitate towards that.
Absolutely. So here at Rhett, we were talking beforehand, and you said how it's you guys try to as local as possible, and oysters, seafood. We come from a place where seafood is in abundance. Like there's just everywhere you go, seafood, seafood, seafood.
Yeah.
So when it comes to making those decisions of what you serve and what you use in what you're serving, how much of that is going into your head every day of how to pick and choose?
Yeah, so we try to get the freshest local seafood that we can find. And you know, if it's good, you know, my kind of philosophy is like, you don't want to do too much with it, right? Like you really want the seafood to speak and let people know where you're eating. And that, you know, whether it's fish, whether it's shrimp, whether it's oysters, buy good stuff and try not to mess it up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oysters a big thing here. I saw the menu, a lot of different things.
Yeah.
What do you guys do with your oysters that's kind of that extra little draw for people to say, you know what, I can get oysters everywhere, but Rhett's where I go to get my oysters?
Right. Well, you know, I think local oysters are so important to me, and they're so important to the community here. Right now, we're currently getting some from South Carolina. We're getting some Tybee Islands or salt bombs from Tybee Island here in Georgia. So local oysters are great. We do market, which is going to be like with cocktail sauce, mignonette, lemon, like your classic. We also do a great roasted with garlic and parsley butter, which is one of my personal favorites. It always makes the kitchen smell great. And then we also are doing our happy hour 7 days a week. So we've got like some $2 oysters on there as well. So there's a lot of different ways that you can kind of get oysters here at the Elite Hotel.
As much as you can put on them, the better. That's what I said.
That's right.
I'm always curious about this. When it comes to the menu you have and all that, how much experimenting goes into what you're doing before it goes, you know what, that's going on the menu, we can put it on there, print it, and it's good to go? How much of that is the chemistry of figuring out what works with what and how we want to do that?
Right. I mean, you know, for me, it's like, you know, classics are there for a reason. So it's always about starting with great flavor profiles that you know that work well, and then maybe kind of just like, you know, maybe branching out and just using that kind of creativity to like see if we can keep the same profile, but maybe we can do a different ingredient, or maybe we can do something that is a little more in season, right? You know, again, my philosophy is we buy good stuff and we don't really want to mess it up too much. And we also want to play into where we are. Location is a big part of that. So it's like, okay, what can we do that's southern? What can we do that's seafood that, you know, speaks to an audience that's craving that whenever they come here to Savannah?
Absolutely. It's your menu, and I know this is going to be like asking you to pick your favorite child.
Oh man.
But someone comes in, we talked about this is a tourist city.
Yeah.
Someone comes in and they've never been here before, and they want to know, what would the chef recommend? If you're going to tell someone appetizer, you know, side and main, what's the meal you're putting together for someone that you can say they're going to leave, they're going to love what they have?
100%.
Yes.
Well, for me, I would say if you're not from here, I would say the sheet crab soup is a great southern staple. It's one of our best sellers. It's never going to leave the menu. It's great. And you know, for an entree, for me, I would say you have to have the shrimp and grits here. Okay. We're using local grits from Georgia, local shrimp from Georgia. It's one of those dishes that is just like, it speaks to the area where we're from. And it also uses ingredients from the area. So it is just a classic dish here that we love. It's one of my favorites on the menu. And then, you know, for dessert, I would say the key lime pie. We do a toasted tahini meringue on that, which is just absolutely great. It's a great way to end the meal here.
Okay. Now back to you a little bit. Someone younger, they want to get into this industry, they're interested in doing it. What's that piece of advice you would give them for learning how to cook? Season this a little differently, maybe try to work with this a little more. What's that tip you would give someone who's aspiring to do this?
Yeah, well, the first tip I would say is, do you like to eat? Do you like food? If you don't, this might not be the best career for you, right? And then, after that, I would say if you're really interested in it, I would say go work in the kitchen. I think one of the best advice I ever got was, hey, do you want to do this? Cool, you should go work in the kitchen and see if that's something that is for you. This is one of those rare careers where, you don't have to go to school for 6 years and then see if you like it. You can go right into it, see if you like it, get a taste for it, pun intended,
Yeah.
and then you can kind of like go from there, right?
Absolutely. And then this last one's for my wife. Can you teach me how to cook?
I think you can teach anybody how to cook.
Okay.
I don't think you can teach someone to put the care and love and passion into the food. I think that kind of is like the missing link, and you can really taste that in food when someone actually cares and they put that thoughtfulness in the food. And so I don't think you can teach that, but you can teach people how to cook. I believe it or not.
Believe it or not. Perfect. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Of course, my pleasure.